March is a month of celebration and reflection, marking Women's History Month and aligning with International Women's Day on March 8, a day that honors the remarkable economic, political, and social achievements of women worldwide. This documentary delves into the lives and legacies of 9 influential Baha'i women who have left indelible marks on the Baha'i faith and society at large. The Baha'i faith, the youngest of the world's independent religions, champions the equality of men and women as a cornerstone principle and advocates for their collaborative roles in the advancement of global civilization. Join us as we explore the stories of these trailblazing women, whose courage and contributions continue to inspire change and progress across generations.
Our journey begins with the story of Tahira, a luminary who illuminated Persia from 1817 to 1852. A poet and theologian of profound depth, Tahira was among the earliest female disciples of the Bab, the herald of the Baha'i faith. She emerged as a vanguard for the cause of gender equality and the education of women. In a defiant act of courage at a male-dominated assembly, she unveiled herself, declaring the dawn of women's liberation. Her execution could not silence her legacy. Her final proclamation, "You can kill me as soon as you like, but you cannot stop the emancipation of women," echoes through time, a testament to her indomitable spirit.
Our narrative continues with Martha Louise Root, a trailblazing American journalist and educator whose spirit of exploration and faith led her to become one of the pioneering traveling teachers of the Baha'i faith in the early 20th century. Embracing the teachings of the Baha'i faith in 1909, she embarked on a remarkable journey across more than 40 countries, engaging with luminaries such as Queen Marie of Romania, Mahatma Gandhi, and Rabindranath Tagore. Her tireless efforts and profound impact were recognized by Shoghi Effendi, the guardian of the Baha'i faith, who lauded her as the foremost hand raised by Baha'u'llah, since Abdul-Baha, a testament to her unwavering dedication and service.
As we continue our exploration, we encounter the remarkable Lydia Zamenhof, born on January 29, 1904, in Warsaw. A Jewish-Polish writer, linguist, educator, translator, and publisher, she was the youngest progeny of Clara Silbernick and L.L. Zamenhof, the visionary behind the Esperanto language. Lydia championed Esperanto fervently, believing in its power to bridge cultures and promote global peace. Her spiritual journey led her to the Baha'i faith around 1925, to which she devoted her life, spreading its teachings alongside Esperanto across Europe and America. Her story took a tragic turn in 1942 when she was seized by the Nazis and perished in the Treblinka extermination camp, yet her legacy endures as a beacon of hope and unity.
In the annals of the Baha'i faith, the name Mary Sutherland Maxwell Rahi Khanum, also revered as Amatu el-Baha, Handmaiden of Glory, stands out with distinction. Born on August 8, 1910, in Montreal, Quebec, she was destined to leave an indelible mark on the spiritual landscape of the Baha'i community. As the cherished wife of Shoghi Effendi, the guardian of the Baha'i faith, she served not only as his secretary but also as his steadfast companion for nearly 2 decades. Following his passing, Rahi Khanum emerged as a pillar of strength, guiding the Baha'i community as one of the 27 hands of the cause during a critical 6-year interim period leading up to the election of the Universal House of Justice in 1963. Her commitment to the faith propelled her on a remarkable odyssey across the globe, traversing over 185 countries and territories. Her journey included an epic 4-year expedition through sub-Saharan Africa, covering over 58,000 kilometers in a Land Rover, where she was warmly received by heads of state in 19 countries. Her literary contributions, encompassing numerous books and articles, enriched the understanding of various facets of the Baha'i faith. Moreover, her advocacy extended beyond spiritual realms, championing environmental protection and the rights of indigenous peoples, thus weaving a legacy of service and compassion that continues to inspire.
Our documentary's narrative unfolds further as we spotlight Dr. H. Elsie Austin, whose life spanned from 1908 to 2004. A distinguished lawyer and diplomat, she broke barriers as one of the first African American women to earn a law degree from the University of Cincinnati's College of Law. Her trailblazing journey continued as she became the first Black woman to hold the position of Assistant Attorney General in the state of Ohio, and served with distinction as a Foreign Service officer in Africa. Pioneering in spirit, she introduced the Baha'i faith to Morocco, enriching a new cultural landscape with its teachings. Throughout her tenure on various Baha'i administrative bodies, Dr. Austin was a vocal advocate for racial justice and human progress, her writings and lectures leaving a lasting imprint on the hearts and minds of many.
We now turn to Louisa Matthews Gregory, an emblematic figure born in 1866 in England. Embracing the Baha'i faith in Paris, she later united in matrimony with Louis Gregory, a distinguished African-American Baha'i, in 1912. Their union, the first interracial marriage within the Baha'i community, was celebrated by Abdul-Baha, the son of Baha'u'llah, as a profound symbol of unity and harmony. Despite the societal challenges and prejudices they encountered, their commitment to each other and to the Baha'i faith never wavered. Together, they traversed the globe, disseminating the teachings of the Baha'i faith and serving various Baha'i institutions. Notably, Louisa also accompanied Abdul-Baha on the SS Cedric to the United States, a journey that further solidified her dedication to the principles of the faith.
Our seventh distinguished figure is Dr. Susan Moody, whose life spanned from 1854 to 1940. A pioneering physician and educator, she was among the first American women to embrace the Baha'i faith. Driven by a profound sense of duty, she relocated to Iran in 1909, where she founded the Tarbiyat School for Girls, Tehran's first modern educational institution for young women. Her commitment to healthcare led her to establish a hospital and a clinic dedicated to serving the impoverished, and she played a pivotal role in training a generation of Iranian women as competent nurses and doctors. Fondly remembered as the Angel of Persia, Dr. Moody's legacy of compassion and her devotion to the Iranian people remain a beacon of humanitarian excellence.
We honor Baha'i Khanum, an esteemed daughter of Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith, and the sister of Abdul-Baha. Born in 1846 in Tehran, Iran, she stood as a pillar of strength alongside her father and brother. Through trials and tribulations, her unwavering support and profound wisdom were instrumental to the Baha'i community. In 1910, she was entrusted with a historic role, leading the faith's leadership, a position seldom held by women of her time. After Abdul-Baha's passing in 1921, she assumed this mantle of leadership, becoming the first woman in religious history to wield such significant authority and influence, paving the way for future generations.
Our documentary's finale features the indomitable Keith Ransom Keller, whose life journey from 1876 to 1933 was marked by poetry, prose, and pioneering spirit. As one of the first American Baha'i women to venture across Asia, she imparted the teachings of the Baha'i faith with fervor. Her travels took her through the heartlands of India, Burma, China, Japan, and Persia, where she engaged with a host of leaders and thinkers. A vocal champion for women's suffrage, racial equality, and global peace, her advocacy resonated far and wide. Her final days were spent in Iran, where she passed away and was laid to rest in the Baha'i cemetery in Shiraz. In a posthumous tribute to her dedicated service, She was honored as the first woman hand of the cause of God, a prestigious title within the Baha'i faith, cementing her legacy as a beacon of dedication and service.
As our documentary draws to a close, we reflect on the extraordinary lives of the Baha'i women we've honored, recognizing that they are but a few of the countless women who have shaped our world. During Women's International Celebrations and Women's History Month, we pay tribute not only to these exemplary figures but also to pioneers like Marie Curie, Malala Yousafzai, Harriet Tubman, and Rosa Parks, whose contributions have been pivotal in the annals of history. This month, we celebrate the myriad of women who have tirelessly contributed to the tapestry of history, culture, and society. Their collective efforts, particularly in advocating for and establishing enduring global peace, remind us that the role of women in forging a better world is not just significant, it is essential. Let us carry forward their legacy with the same courage and conviction, as we continue to strive for a future graced with equality, understanding, and harmony. Thank you for watching this documentary. We hope you learned something new and interesting.